Hi guys. I uh I, I just got in. It's about 7:45, and I just wanted to make this really quick because I'm just so beyond angry. Like just so no words kind of angry. And I've been gone all day, and I had a chiropractor's appointment at 12, and then a family practitioner's appointment at 2 with a new family practitioner. But the reason I had to see a new family practitioner is why I'm so shockingly angry, because my doctor that I spoke about, who has helped me with my taper, yesterday decided that he's not going to help me anymore. So there was a mix-up, and I even have, I think, proof with my videos here that I am on 7 milligrams of Valium. And so he was supposed to call in 5 milligrams and 2 milligrams. And anyway, we've been having issues with Walgreens and their system being down, and then he and I playing phone tag. It's just taken a couple days to, get things worked out. And then I call Walgreens and find out that he prescribed only 5s for me to take 1.5, which puts me back up at 7.5, which, is a no. I'd already told him that's a no, because he had asked me to do that, and I told him no. And so he agreed he would call in my 5s and my 2s, and I have to have the 2s to be able to, to taper anymore anyway, if the liquid's not going to work out. Anyway, now this is a doctor I've known for 30 years. I thought he was my friend. We've gone to lunch together before, and as we had through this journey, and he's been helping me with this for about a year now. And because my family practitioner, who originally prescribed the drug about 18 years ago, refused, saying it was a psychiatric issue. And they said they don't do psychiatric issues, that I would need to see a psychiatrist. Yet they were perfectly fine with, when I went in there like this, giving me a prescription for Lexapro, which I believe is a psychiatric medication, I'm pretty sure. So last time I checked. So they were happy to give me Lexapro, and but refuse to help me taper off of a drug that they put me on 18 years ago because I couldn't sleep, saying it's a psychiatric issue. So that's seriously messed up right there, because I told them, but you're handing out psychiatric medications, but you're saying I have a psychiatric issue, and you're not going to help me take off a drug that's killing me. And the nurse actually ended up hanging up on me. And this was my longtime family practitioner. So I'm like, okay, done there. My even longer time gynecologist, who's known me since in my late teens, started doing all the research with me. I took him the Ashton manual, did all the right things, and he said, Shell, I will help you. We'll do this. We'll figure it out together. And we've been doing it until yesterday. He got so angry because he said I did not tell him I needed 5s and 2s, and I can either do as he says and take 7.5, or he's done. And I was hysterical. I was crying. I'm saying, no, I don't want to go back up a 0.5. You guys saw my last video. I was hanging in pretty well at 7. I don't want to go back up. This is all you have to do is just call it, just change it differently. And he got so angry with me, telling me, acting like I didn't know what I was talking about. And even the pharmacist knew what we had originally, I had asked him to refill, the 5s and the 2s. And he basically just said that he was calling me in the 2s, and it's the last time he's calling in Valium for me, that he's done. He's just done. And you know why he's done? Because like I posted on Twitter, okay, it's like, you know what, I said, so you guys put us on these drugs. My gynecologist was the one, I never got sick. So every year, when I would go see him for my annual exam, he would just refill, any medications I needed. And he was the one over the years that would bump up my Klonopin because, I can't sleep. Well, okay, we'll bump you up. And so he's the one, that was refilling it every year. He wasn't the one who originally put me on it. But he kept me on it for years. And then he's been helping me come off of it. And now he's like, no, let your, find your family practitioner. Which due to the joke of Medicare and Medicaid, I was going to have to go to a family practitioner to get a referral to see him anymore anyway. Because by adding Medicaid, he's not in the network for Medicaid. And since Medicare and Medicaid are linked together, if he doesn't take Medicaid, but he takes Medicare, he can't see me at all because I have Medicaid. So all of a sudden I realized I don't even have coverage to see my doctor that's been helping me. So I'm in a panic about that with our screwed up medical system. And because I was advised to apply for Medicaid too, that it would help me. But all I've run into was roadblocks with it. So I had to have a Humana agent come out to yesterday so I can get on this like dual program for people who have both. And that'll start April 1st. But you have to have a family practitioner to then refer me to my doctor of 30-some years who's already been helping me with this taper. So I was already going to have to go see them anyway. But now I had to go see them, not to get a referral to see him, to like say, can you help me? And guess what they said? No. The doctor came in and they did all their new patient stuff. It took forever. It's good to have a family practitioner's office now if I need one. But he said, I don't do this. He said, I don't know about benzo withdrawal. He said, I don't know about tapering off people off of benzodiazepines. He said, now, if you had diabetes, if you had this, well, I could help. And I said, but my gynecologist, he didn't know anything about it either. So he said, yeah, but he had a 30-year relationship with you, so he was willing to do that. He said, I'm meeting you today. I'm telling you, I can't help you. I can't do this. I can't keep you in a medication that I know is causing this and causing that and causing that. And I'm like, but you're not supplying me with it to keep me on the drug. I need someone to supply me with it to get off of it. Oh, jeez. It's just so freaking frustrating. So anyway, luckily, I have enough to last for this month or whatever. I still have some liquid too. And they said they're going to try to find me someone. He said, but I know you don't want to hear this, but more than likely it will probably be a psychiatrist. And no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to sit across from a table from someone who hands this drug out to people for anxiety and depression and sleep and stuff. But it looks like that's what I may have to do. It's just like shocking. How does your doctor that you've been with for 30-something years, who agreed to do this with you, it's like I said on Twitter, it's like yeah, you don't, I'm an effing inconvenience to you and causing you stress and anxiety, and you don't want to do it anymore. And I said, oh, guess what? I hear they have a pill for that, Because, we're just causing our doctors too much grief with this. And they just don't want to deal with us. So they're just like, nah, you know what? I'm done. Let somebody else do it. This is just causing me too, I can't do this anymore. Well, you know what? All of us, we would love to be able to say, oh, I can't do this anymore, Wouldn't that be nice? For us just as we say, I'm so done with benzo withdrawal, y'all. I am just so over it. I'm done. Let somebody else deal with benzo withdrawal because it sucks and it's an inconvenience and it's causing me too much stress and anxiety. So let's let somebody else deal with it. Wouldn't that be nice if we could say that? But we can't. They can. They have all the control over this controlled substance drug that's killing us. So this doctor that was so concerned about my state of being, on, like you guys saw in my last video, was so concerned about my state of mind that he was furious with my children and was wanting to have my children in his office, and said that if something happens to me, my blood is on my children's hands, and he will have names to call them that they've never heard before. That's what he said last week when he heard the despair that I was in. Yesterday, he pushes me to the ledge yesterday, where I stayed most of the night into the day, especially after finding out the doctor today says he can't help me. Doing what he was so livid with my children that he feels that they're doing. Which, by the way, I met with my son afterwards. We met in a park, and my youngest. And I adore him, and he loves me so much. And he feels terrible. You know, but he's been working about 70 hours a week. And he's just like, he apologized. He feels like he's making excuses. He's dealing with a lot in his personal life. And but you know what? He and his wife went out looking for a house that would accommodate me. And he took me by the house. And, you know, it's not a subdivision that I would have chose to live in, but they were in a crunch. We got to find something fast. Their house sold really fast, and I have to be out here by April 23rd. And he wasn't going to let his mom be on the street. You know, so I have a bottom level of a split level home to live in. It's a terrible situation to be in, but I'm not going through this homeless like other people, or I won't be homeless, which I would have been without my youngest son. And yeah, so anyway, I'm just really angry, and I wanted to share that because, like, God forbid something happens to me or happens to any of us. This is the kind of stuff that people need to know, that needs to go viral, you know? Yes, cute cat videos and dog videos and baby videos are great to go viral. You know, when is something like this, when is this stuff going to go viral? You know, when are people going to be like, wow, we didn't know this was happening. What is this all about? You know, when is this going to go viral? It needs to go viral. You know, this epidemic is viral. This drug is ridiculously viral in the way it's prescribed. Well, this information needs to go viral, and that's why I'm going to keep putting it out there. I don't usually video this often, but I was so angry today when I just got home, as I now have to think about, you know, I don't have a doctor right now. I had a doctor that I also thought was my friend, but now I got to just find someone who's just going to, like, you know, whatever. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Still went longer than usual, as always. So, anyway, I know there's still comments that I haven't gotten to. I have a friend in Arkansas who's going through it. I'm supposed to call tonight, and I just got home and kind of a wreck. But yeah, so I think I'm probably going to entitle this one Mad as Hell, because I'm mad as hell right now. And so anyway, but you guys just hang in there. I'm trying to, and I was still out today. Yeah, so, but this is something that needed to be shared, what happened to me, because I know it's happening to a lot of people. And so that's why I just needed to sit down real quick before I find something to eat. I have really still very little. And apparently my debit card was compromised and went to pay for my doctor's visit. And they're working with me on it because my debit card wouldn't work. So I was going to go by the store again today, but apparently it was compromised, and they canceled it, and I didn't know that. They said they mailed me out another one, but you know what? I live in this apartment. Last week, I never went down to my mailbox. Just went to my mailbox for the first time in like 10 days. So there's probably a new debit card that they said is in there. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks a lot. You don't have to comment, and I haven't gotten to some of your guys' comments, I think, on my last one, but I will. And Neighborhood Bob, if I don't tell you this before you see this, I am going to email you for sure. So, and BC Mike, you're never bothering me. Don't ever feel like that. I know what it feels like to be made to feel that, or just to feel like you're bothering people. You're never bothering me. You know, I'll always talk to you. If nobody else will, I'll talk to you. So anyway, with that said, good night, you guys, and talk to you soon, okay? And I'll keep you posted. Praying for you guys. Hope you're all hanging in there best you can. Bye.